Hello again, friends! And you are our friends. Welcome to D&M Sports Break number 214. Featuring this bad boy. That's right, my friends. It's time for the cup. Oh, we're going to have some fun today. It's going to be a quicker break, which works out well with football weekend. Hunter's getting the start. I'm guessing Trevor Lawrence is number 16. Hunter knows the score. It's up to Levy and Jake, or Jack, I should say. Well, Jake's out there too, so hi to him. But to Jack and Yvonne, we've got Johnny, we've got Adam, we've got Trevor. Excellent, excellent. Make sure you guys go through and put some numbers in the chat. Why would you do such a thing? Because if you can get a short printed card that matches the number you put in, you'll win a prize. For example, Fredgie picked number 8. If we pull a card that's number 8 of 99 as an example, he will win a prize. The only thing he has to do is like this feed. You're going to have to go out of your way, hit that little like button, hit that little react, whatever it may be. I need to get a react on this stream. It helps us grow quite a bit and get a little bit more exposure. So I need you to actually hit that button in addition to hitting a number. Patrick says you're going to have to explain how I participate next time I'm in. Well, Patrick, it's easy enough. You say, hey, Thomas, I want in. And then I put you in. You can literally take a spot now for next week if you want. We're doing stuff like Stature. We've got Ultimate. A whole bunch of jams and jellies. I think we got 9 boxes going next week. I typically will post the break usually early on in the week. This week was a little bit of a snafu. We had to pivot a little bit, whatever you want to say, as it was away at the Upper Deck Conference all week in California, so I didn't really have that access to stay on top of the breaks and such. But typically I'll post it Tuesday morning, and then I'll try to post it Friday morning. I know it did go up Friday morning for sure, so if you want to get in, you do not have to wait. So there you go. Hunter says, I think I have 1 spot, but can I get 2 more? So Hunter, if you want 3 spots for next week, I will take out my my Sharpie and put you in for 3. So Hunter, if you can just say one more, just say like yes, 3 spots for 215 or that type of thing. So there you go. That's literally it. I'm gonna put a cough drop in my mouth just so I don't have too hard a time going through. But yeah, that easy. I always have the break planned ahead. So typically I have perfect. I got you 100 in for 3. So I will always know the following week's break before the current one is done, if you know what I mean. So Jack wants 3. Jack 3, perfect. So if you want to get in, just say, hey, what are you breaking next week? And I'll let you know. Conference. So conference was excellent, Jack. A few special guests. Main guest that was there was J-Rock's favorite player in the whole wide world, Maf. So Marc-Andre Fleury was a guest of honor. Got to meet him, got to have a little chat, tell him we're from Moncton, saw him in Cape Breton and such. I told him that if I knew he was coming, I would have worn my Hawaiian flower shirt, and he seemed to get a kick out of that. Yvonne, for 1, I will get you in, my friend. Yvonne, you're in for 1 as well. Kyle Okposo was there. So I actually got to go see Kyle Okposo, shake his hand, and thank him for that cup. I don't know if you remember, he was the captain of the Sabres, and Florida acquired him in the 23-24 season. So he was there for that cup with them. And Manon Rhéaume, the First Lady of Hockey, was also there. So she gave a keynote speech. Very, very fun stories there for sure. Johnny, you're looking for 1 as well. Wow, this is the easiest break I've ever had to fill. This is great. Johnny, you were in for 1 for next week. It was really good stories. Really good stories. Like with Manon, for example, she told how when she arrives to Tampa Bay camp, this was back in 92 when she had that exhibition game. Phil Esposito was the GM at the time. And Patrick, absolutely. I know we're breaking up. Hey, you guys want to take spots? This is going to be a quick break, so we got to know where to be. Patrick, spots are typically $75 a team or $210 for 3. So if you want to message us directly, we can tell you what is going to be breaking next week. And if you want to get in, just say, put me in. Like that type of thing. So just let me know, Patrick. I don't want to plug you in and then have you change your mind or that type of thing, because that does happen, unfortunately. But long story short, Manon is there and she arrives to the camp, and of course they lose her luggage. And Esposito's daughter is there. And he says, go see her, she'll have some clothes for you. So sure enough, she goes up to her room, and Manon says she wears, let's say like a size 4 or 5. and Phil's daughter is like a size 2. So she squeezes into these jean shorts that are already suffocating her. And of course, the shirt that they're giving out to the training camp players is all black, Tampa Bay logo in the middle, and it says, "Real men wear black." So there she is in these tight friggin' jeans that are just cutting off the circulation with a black shirt that says "Real men wear black" with a big Tampa logo. So it was stuff like that was quite neat, but took quite a bit of ways as well. I'm not at liberty to share, especially over this type of feed, I'll say. But there will be some new products coming to Upper Deck in terms of hockey. We may be having a few different options, like, for example, some high-end stuff, like in between Premier and the Cup, could be on the way, and some reconfigured stuff as well. And if you haven't seen, Extended Hobby is going to be fairly loaded this year. So, excuse me. We posted the Series 2 Young Gun checklist on our Facebook page, so make sure you give that a look. And right beside that pinned post shows about these new patches. So they took the debut jersey for these rookies, obviously cut them up and such, and they either have like the fight strap or the tag as your 101. They're some of the coolest stuff. So Extended will now have RPAs as a chase and General Autos as a chase to it as well. There's only 9 guys this year, but that is really because they didn't know they were going to do it ahead of time. So a guy like Demidov's not in it. Well, Demidov made a late season debut, so that jersey is come and gone, so they couldn't have used that. Like that type of stuff. But if anybody else wants to hear more stories, come by the store or send me a message. I'd be happy to talk all about it. But for those of you who don't really give a crap, which I'm sure is more than 1 or 2, we can just get to work. So, as always, everybody, keep it positive. When you see a nice card, go out of your way and say, "Wow, that's a really nice card." Because if you get a nice card, you probably would like somebody to look at you and say, "Hey, wow, that's a really nice card. What a hit, what a banger," whatever that may be. And just very, very quickly, Hunter, I got you for 3. Jack, I got you for 3. Yvonne, I have you for 1. And Johnny, I have you for 1. So we will get you there. Try not to cough too much. I just got a nagging tickle the more I talk, and if you know me, I like to talk, so I'm going to try my best to absorb the coughing. So far, not going so well. Alright, so, without any further ado, let's get rolling with our clear cut. So we'll do our clear cut back-to-back, we'll go into Stature, and then we will hit the cup, and we'll see what we can find. Hopefully we got that celebrating hot box in there. We had a Celebrini at a 35 pulled this week from the cup. I don't know if he wants me to say who it is, but it was one of the gentlemen who is taking part in the break right now. Anybody worried about that? This is from a fresh case. So don't worry that the big hit is already gone. Alrighty. So, off we go with the cup. Actually, let's put this up a little bit. Let's go with the clear cut, I should say. Once again, 23-24. Just one of each. Little appetizer, little sweetener, if you will. We're going back to champs. We got a goalie in Ottawa. And we're going to let the Levy break with Marilainen. There you go. So there's going to be your starter. May not be the big, like, oh my goodness, look at that. I don't know if you're following the rumor mill in Ottawa, but the Linus Ullmark rumors are some of the funnest rumors that I've heard. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm really trying to suck these coughs back, but it's not going to work. The rumor is Linus Ullmark would go home to his wife and tell his wife all about the people who are cheating on their wives that are on the team all the time, until his girlfriend got wind, and they had a messy split. The girlfriend told his wife that he's cheating on her, and then the wife went out of her way and told all the players whose wives are cheating on them just before Christmas that they were being cheated on. And apparently, that includes not only a guy like Drake Batherson, Brady Tkachuk was also involved in that. So, oh, excuse me. So, funnily enough, Ottawa then went on to lose like 8-2 or whatever it was. Like, they're a complete utter mess. The Ottawa social media page, or the Ottawa communications, whatever, said that they were disgusted by these rumors and they want to put this to bed. The worst part is that if they're just rumors, why the hell would you even say anything? Why would you even reference it? So now there's clearly smoke to the fire, and it makes people think of the old Bedard and Corey Perry situation where at the end of the day, it didn't involve Connor Bedard, but there was definitely a scenario with Corey Perry. The rumor is it was Mark Messier's niece who was working for the network. So fun never stops, especially in Ottawa. And Matthew, you're right. Merry Christmas is right. You imagine being poor Brady Kachuk. Like, some of these guys got kids in that too. Like, yeah, Brad. Like, so to me, it's like, to me, it becomes, even if it's not 100% true, there's smoke. There's something to it. There's something going on. Like, it's got me ready to just let Allmark go off my fantasy team because what a joke. Point is, this kid's getting all the playing time. So if you have Ottawa, which I got my sheet here, let's see. Could be an opportunity not to talk for 3 seconds. So Adam, you're on the board. And you've got Let the Levy Break. All right. So now it's the 24-25. Come on. There we go. Yeah, Lucas, I get that. You referenced it to stick up for your players who are upset. The question is, how is that going to help? Like, if you've ever been on the internet before, this is not going to help. And everyone's just going to jump on this. Excuse me. You know, you look at Reddit or that type of stuff, and it's like, come on. Like, people are just laughing at them, if anything. Like, it's just a rumor. So if it's just a rumor, just move past it. Well, if you're referencing it, there's something to reference, and all of a sudden there's a problem, right? Okay. 24-25 on LZ. Apologize if all you can hear is my cough drop, but trust me, you'd rather I have it than not. Oh, Adam. This is your break, apparently. B2B. Zach Obstachuk. Not too shabby to be able to pull that guy. So there's a quick peekaroo there at the back. And with the way things are going, as long as he kept his belt on, he might be in for some more playing time. So there you go. No matter what, Adam is doing all right with a pair of back-to-back hits when it comes to Ottawa. So congrats on that one. Nothing wrong with that. All right. Let's continue. And again, guys, I can't apologize enough. I know I'm not the most pleasant guy to listen to on the best of days. But, yeah. If I got a cough, I got a cough, right? Yvon! Ça c'est pour toi. Stature. 5 cards, 1 auto. See what we have here. Should be right in the middle. 1 out of 3 packs has a patch. This does not feel like it's got a patch. It does not, unfortunately. Opening it here from the back so we don't give it away. Give it away now. Front 2 cards will be base cards. This will be your little appetizer to wet the palate before we go into the cup. Kevin Fiala. Behind that is New Brunswick's own Bradley Nadeau. 425 and 999. If you're number 425, you know what to do. We're going to go with the very back card so we don't give away the auto. Back to Ottawa with Ridley Gregg. That is 64 of 199. If you're number 64, you win the prize. And again, well. Is that? Oh, it's the second here. Interesting they put Bedard on both checklists. Beautiful card. And that is number 16. Somebody said 16 right off the hop. Who was that? Hunter? Is that you, Hunter? A little focus on this. Actually, let's drop this a bit. There you go. That's better. Beauty of Stature is that tiny, tiny checklist. And one of the things I heard at the conference was that, excuse me, Upper Deck is going to try to lean into that more. So in terms of like having a small checklist, which is what a lot of people want to hear, of course. Hunter, you get a prize. Good Lord. The break must go on. Evol, you are correct. Sophomore Bedard is better than no Bedard. This should be your auto, folks. Best of luck. Whole black bucket, ram-a-lam. Haha. Well, Vegas. The Achillean one. Vegas. I think that's Chris. Chris McCulley. You're on the board with a Eichel auto. Not too bad to get your shot. Trevor. That comes after. Brad, I got Ricola. The problem is the more that I do this, the worse it gets. So there's a balancing act that needs to be done. Not specifically numbered, but an Eichel auto nonetheless. And not too shabby a hit. If you're hitting before you even get to the cup, come on now. Give me some of that focus. Come on now. There. Ba-boom. Gets you on the board with an Eichel auto. May as well put Nadeau there. Fiala, you will be the one that goes over to the side, unfortunately, as your base, actually. Put Eichel right there, why not? Okay. So as said before, this is going to be a quick break. Obviously, we're all here for one reason, an assisting. The rest was really just appetizers. So I kind of messed around with what I wanted to do with the break. The idea was, in years past, we do like a metal and ice in a cup, because that allows us to have a bunch of packs and to stretch it out a little bit. We went slightly different this time, just to kind of potential value right off the hop. It's not too bad. Have 3 autos right away. So now it is time for the old cuparoo. Actually, let's see here. That. Stacy, the cards are not getting soggy. Do they do any of these grips in the Halifax store? They do not, Brad. I am the break master, although after today you may be reconsidering that, let's say. Always get to this point where I'm like, I don't want to rip the box, because some people want to have the box after, but they're kind of made to be ripped, so forget her. Oh, that's not too bad. Kind of kept the box intact. Go. It's the classic. It's cards in a box and a tin in a box. Ba-boom. Bear with me one quick moment. That's better. All right. So when we lift off the lid here and take a peek, we're going to see the very first card. Let's go down a little. There you go. Kicking things off. Your first base card at a 249, as they all are, Leo Carlson, who's having a hell of a junior year. It is number 160 at 249. 160 the number we're looking for. Like to be extra gentle. Measure twice, cut once, especially with the slab that they now have in there. There we go. So we know our RPA is going to be underneath there. Unfortunately, this means it's not the Celebrini box with Leo on the front. I think we'll have to kind of go one at a time almost. So I'm going to hide that with Fiala, and then we'll slow roll with Leo. How's that? All right, everybody. Best of luck. And here comes the cup. So typically one more base card will follow. And it's not there yet. It's a beautiful piece with that green. See if I can still do this. Don't bring me down. Whoop. Pay hints out of 99. So number 26 of 99. When you come into a break like this and you get Dallas, sometimes it's like, it's Dallas. But that'll be Linda. You too, Vince. Either one of you can fight over it. The patch is really nice. It doesn't give justice. It looks kind of like, not pale, but it's actually a very nice green. That shoots right out of her. And 26 of 99. Nothing wrong with that. Let me take a quick look at the back. Your signature patches. Game used, of course, as it would be in Dallas. And there you go. That's number 1. We continue. May as well just hold them at this point. It's all good. Beautiful card. Gorgeous card. Color-coded. Michael Matheson, former Boston College Eagle. Drafted by Florida originally. Now with Montreal. Severely underrated two-way defenseman. And a gorgeous, gorgeous auto to boot. Especially in the white. It really pops. As we going to take a closer look, of course. Gorgeous auto. It almost doesn't look real. It's so like clean, the way that it looks white and that type of thing. So not too shabby on that end by any means. There's a peek at the back, of course. Michael Matheson. Always liked Matheson, for sure. In Florida, I mean. Not now. Now he's a bum. I'm just kidding. There you go. Oh. I get you. Everybody thinks that, right? When you see some teal, everybody starts losing their mind, right? Same goes with the blue, blanc, rouge. So 3 down. Jerseys. Trios. These can be quite gorgeous. Is that blue? Is that teal? I don't know. You've got to be kidding me. Who are these bums? I want Macklin. I want Will. Oh, well. Beautiful hit for San Jose. There's a consolation prize if I've ever seen one. Willie Eklund, Fabian Zetterlund, and Tyler Toffoli form the Shark Triumvirate. That goes to Scott. Santa Scott Carson. We take a better look at that. And number 20. Number 20 that we're looking for. I like the patch on the Zetterlund there for sure. Somebody like a Scott Carson will have fun throwing that in the fire as he's an LA King fan. There you go. Yeah, Trevor's asking the real questions. Where's Shakir Mukamadula? What's going on there? The man awarded for best name of 24-25, Shakir Mukamadula. There you go. 2 more to go, including our RPA. So as a recap, our Leo base, we've got the Rupe hints, the trios, and I'm going to do that stand out of the way so you can really see the auto, because that Matheson is incredibly underrated as an autograph. He did an excellent job. When they start with those paint pens, they're quite nice. What up, Cause? Happy you're able to join. Final card before we go to the RPA. And Bell means we're going to Winnipeg. And that is gorgeous. That's quite nice. Out of only 12, arguably best player in the Winnipeg Jets, it's Kyle Connor. That goes to Jack. Gorgeous. His eyes look like pee holes in a snowbank, but 4 to 12. Super short, if you will. There's a peek at the back, of course. So Jack, you're on the board. A 23-24 cup card. Essentially being, or getting an update. Plop that there. Let's move some things around ever so slightly. Alright. Why am I not seeing any cards? I don't know how to answer that. Your eyes may be closed. Oh, good call, Trevor. Look at that. Dale gets the prize. Downtown Dale Trites. Don't always get prizes, but at the end of the day, sometimes that's the way she works. So, here we go. What's the easiest way for me to do this? Probably just to pop the thing out. So, I'm not looking, I'm literally looking away as I do this. Kaboom, there's your little holder for it. And this is going to be quick there, folks. This is going to be the go home. Little peek here, a little peek there. Peeking is what we do. So, this is one of your out of 99. So a chunk of these guys are at a 249. And your tip-top rookies are at a 99. So this is exactly what you're hoping for. So, kind of do the reveal, I'll say from the right. It'll be relatively a quicker one in terms of me revealing, but very best of luck, everybody. Hopefully we get something to boom. Ba-boom. There it is. That'll do it. That is absolutely stunning. There's an absolute beautiful piece. It's Cutter Gauthier. That goes to the Quack Attack there in Anaheim. Let's see who's got Anaheim. Johnny, a hearty congratulations for you. You made out like an absolute bandit, hitting the out of 99 Cutter Gauthier RPA. Like I say, the bigger ones are at a 249, so to hit one at a 99 is quite nice. It is 87 of 99. If anybody has Sid the Not So Kids 87, you've won a prize. And the patchwork alone, gorgeous. We'll take a look here at the back. The other thing I can sneak out to you is that going forward with some of the Upper Deck products, they're going to do more encased cards. So some of them may look more like this, and some of them may be more like in a one-touch, which a lot of people have really started to love. But Cutter Gauthier, who's had a ridiculous year already in Anaheim, already I believe he's leading the team in goals, the whole shebang, as just a little kid, and that is a great way to go home on a gorgeous Cutter. So there you go. There is your 24-25 the cup. That won't even hold in there properly. So your recap would be Leo Carlson out of 249. That would be your base. A little bit of, there you go. So that also goes to Johnny. We've got the Rupe Hints. Beautiful patchwork with the green peeking out of the black. Super short print. Once again, I'd love to get, there we go. A little bit of focus on that guy. That goes to Vince. We have our Kyle Connor, super short at a 12. Obviously the hard sign, the whole rigging. Once again, there's your focus. Boom. Winnipeg, which went to Jack. We got the Shark Attack, the triple swatch, triple jersey. Willie Eklund, Zetterlund, and Toffoli out of only 49, which goes to Santa Scott. We had the stunning Matheson, very nice paint pen auto over the bottom. Again, easily the best autograph out of what I've seen for quite some time. Montreal, which I believe is Mario C, likes to keep it clean. So that goes to Mario. And then, of course, back to your gorgeous RPA, which, does it get better? I'll say yes, but there's really only like 2 or 3 guys that could be better. Like, this is a top 5 pick in terms of being a rookie. If I get overly excited, I'll start coughing again. But I'm ridiculously pumped up over this. So that goes to Johnny, of course. A very, very huge congrats with the beautiful swatch, or the patch, I should say, right in the middle. That hits all the buttons for sure. And then before that, we have Chris McCulley getting his Jack Eichel autograph. We have Adam, back-to-back clear cut with the 2 Ottawas, with Let the Levy Break, and with Zach Upstachuk, and sprinkled in a Bedard short print in a 99, which goes to Alex. So Alex and Mike, if you guys were trying to figure out who does better, I think the Alex gets the nod. And there we are. My research team at the front has now showed that these Cutter Gauthier cards are comping between $1,200 to $2,200, depending on the patch. So, Johnny, you did good. You did real good, son. So there you go. A absolute boomer that comes out of the cup. Because what else would come out of there? That's the whole point. And just like that, we're done. That was quick. I know. Next week, if you want to get into the break, all you got to do is send a message. I promise I won't be coughing the way I am now. This only started a couple days ago on my way back home. And 9 boxes, I believe. We're doing 2 clear cut 23-24, 2 clear cut 24-25. We're doing a Stature. We're doing an Ultimate and a couple other boxes as well. All you got to do is reach out if you want to get into that guy. There will be no free spot giveaway today because we already did the free spot for 2015 last week when we did the 2013 free spot. So that is a little bit easier there as well. So don't expect an additional video after this for the first time in a little while. But once again, I cannot give any more congratulations. If I had a million tongues, if I had a million tongues, I wouldn't be here right now. This is a PG show, so we should probably end it. If I had a million tongues, I could not say congratulations enough to all the hitters, especially you there, Johnny, and thank you, Adam. I appreciate that. Well, guys, for the meantime and in between time, enjoy the rest of the day, and as always, keep your stick on the ice.